Good afternoon, everyone. Got some more mail time mail. Got running boards, got the bed mat, the other half, and then the WeatherTech Mudflaps. So nothing expensive on this round. I think the eye boards look all right. They looked all right on the last two. And then here's the part number for the bottom section of the bed rug that you'll see later. But I'm gonna start with the Mudflaps and get those installed. So I'll unbox these just because you don't see a ton of it on truck stuff on the internet. But these are the WeatherTech Mudflaps. Used WeatherTech Mudflaps quite a bit before. I thought about some longer ones, but I didn't want to deal with how they mount, and these fit up nice, and if you ever want to extend them more, you can always add some rubber to the bottom. So that's all that's in the box. Comes with two sets, a front and a back. This is the front set. The big thing is they're just a little bit shorter. One thing I think WeatherTech does very well is they take account for the little factory flap that's on trucks, and it just fits right in there. Looks like we won't need any hardware to install the fronts. Just the hardware that's already on the truck. Ram's got a bunch of bolts holding wheel liners and stuff on. Yep, that's all we got to do. So I'll just unbox these backs while I'm at it. I suspect the same thing, but sometimes they have a lock mechanism, sometimes they don't. Nope. Oh. We got two clips. It's all the extra hardware we need to make a WeatherTech work. Otherwise, they're just all factory bolts and stuff. I mean, they add a little bit, but if it's not long enough, we can easily add something on the bottom of these. Before I get to installing the Mudflaps, I wanted to unroll the bed mat. I remembered from the last two that you have to fight it, so I figured a couple minutes of the bed mat sitting here unrolled would be pretty handy while I put the running boards and the Mudflaps on. So, comes with the same tape as the tailgate, except it's in strips, not all serrated pieces. And comes in a roll like this when you get just the bottom one. So it's kind of really fun to get straightened out once. In here. Thinking about it twice, I should have done this first so I wasn't fighting the Mudflaps too. just wanted to show you. This is what I meant by you fight it a little bit. So I wanted to get it thrown in there. We can throw a couple pieces of cardboard on top of there to help get it straightened out for now. But we'll do the mud flips now. These are actually one of the easiest mud flaps I've put on with WeatherTech. Usually there's a bolt or something you have to fight. But these have 2 bolts, well, screws I guess, that go into these little plastic factory slightly rock protectors. There. The hardest part is right here. There's a little a little spot, a little guide thing that you have to get through this fender liner. So you have to come in. It's all shaped to fit this perfectly. So you have to come in down where it doesn't really fit, and then force the fender liner into that slot. Before you rotate it into place. And then it kind of slides up in, and then we just got bolts. Not too big of a deal. I'm big on making sure everything's tight enough, but these are just little machine screws in these factory bolts. So once you feel it get tight, just give it a little bit, and then clear color goods, or you're going to be trying to extract a little screw and find a new one to go in there. Let's do the back. Okay. I'll probably figure out I put the camera in the wrong spot on both fenders, but that's all right. We'll figure this out eventually. Again, the back's just got two screws holding these on. Get those out of the way. This has got the same slot design except bigger, and it comes in from the side. Since I only have the partial fender liners, it actually doesn't even clip to the fender liner. It just clips to this factory little rock shield thing. And I thought it was a little bit easier than the front one. Yeah, just kind of force it and slide it up to where it needs to be. make sure you keep both the front and the back. Make sure you keep this held where you want it in the finished position, because the both the rear, the plastic protector, the factory one, and the WeatherTech are slotted a little bit. So if you don't get it put where you thought you wanted it, it's not going to be where you wanted it. That's it. And I think the clip, let's grab those. There's a little ledge on the back side I did not get a very good picture of. You might be able to see it earlier in the video, but these little clips just slide on there, and that will connect this back corner with this wheel well liner. So that's all these do, is they help stiffen it up just a little bit more. I mean, if you lost one, it's not a big deal, but we'll throw them on because they're supposed to be there. Now we'll put the running boards on while the bed liner flattens out a little bit more, and I'll unbox these here in a second.